Hi guys, it's Mike from the Music Workshop here, and I'm doing a quick video today on an exercise I've been using for the last week with different students, and I kind of tailor the exercise to the level of the students. So I'm going to show you a basic enough version of this. It's not going to be a technically difficult exercise to do, but I don't want you to be concerned with what the exercise actually sounds like. I want you to kind of focus on the benefits of doing the exercise, and there's going to be, as far as I can see, a lot of benefits. So step one is you do, depending on where you are in the world, you do semiquavers or you do 16th notes.
Okay. Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
Okay, so 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... Now, the speed of that is completely up to you. If you're an absolute beginner, your 16th notes are going to be quite slower than that, and they might be a little bit uneven. That's because you have a strong arm. If you're right-handed, it's your right arm, and you have a weak arm or a secondary arm. So you want to really focus on keeping those as even as possible, almost like a fast strip on a tap. No matter how confident you are playing your semiquavers, they have to be even. Okay, so semiquavers all on the snare. Okay, so the next thing you're going to add in is you are going to make sure that all of your downbeats, so your 1s, your 2s, your 3s and your 4s, are going to be on any surface other than the snare. Okay, so everything's on the snare except for the 1, 2, 3s and 4s.
Play departure frequency 123.9er.
Roger. Huh?
So for a very simple starting point, we're going to put all of the downbeats, all the 1, 2, 3s and 4s on the first rack tone. 2E and 3E and 4E and... Okay, now that could take you a while to get comfortable with. Genuinely, it can. So be patient with it. 3E and 4E and 2E and 3E and 4E and... Okay, so when you have that down, and it could take you a while, you're going to add in your bass drum with that pulse, with that downbeat. So whenever you're hitting the and another surface other than the snare, the bass drum hits as well. So 1E and 2E and 4E and 1E and 2. So you'll notice that I'm sticking with that rack tone. Okay, so now that I'm comfortable with doing that, I'm going to start moving around the kit a little bit. So the rule is simple. Hit anything, but don't stick on it for more than one hit, and don't follow a basic pattern. What I mean by that is, this is cheating. 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and... Because your brain doesn't have to think about it. It knows it's going here, here, and then here, 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 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want your brain to have to think, what am I going to hit next? So absolutely randomize it. And I mean, you can stage yourself up to this. You can start off doing this, but you're not challenging yourself enough. So personally, I find the random nature of it makes it harder. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds terrible. It will sound terrible because it's just random hitting, but it keeps your brain engaged. So here's what's happened so far. You're playing semiquavers, or your 16th notes, with your hands. That's building your hands, okay? You're playing crotchets or whole notes with your foot. That's building your foot, okay? You're thinking constantly about what you're going to hit next. That's keeping your brain engaged. So if your brain is engaged in practice, it's a beneficial practice. If it's a passive practice, you don't really have to think about what you're doing, the benefit to the practice is way reduced. So you want to keep your brain turned on, engaged, and having to focus.
Request vector. Over. What?
This exercise is all about building speed. So you want to get this as fast as you can comfortably and correctly play it. Okay? So you can spend a week doing this, and I advise you to video yourself doing it on day one, and then video yourself doing it the following week, and watch them side by side. And that will give you the push and the motivation to keep going with it, because we all start practicing because we have ambition to improve, and we all stop because we don't see that improvement. And if you give yourself the opportunity to see your improvement, like watching your video, and please don't don't feel like recording yourself is cringeworthy. I mean, you're only recording it for you. You don't have to upload it and let everyone else criticize you and tell you how terrible you are. You can just record it for you and watch it and go, God, I was all over the place and I was slow. And then watch a 7 day later version of the same thing and go, wow, that's really improved. And that realization, that's fuel. That's energy for you to keep going at. Like, wow, in 7 days, I've grown so much in this one little thing. Now, I have a lot of students that I'll sit down and I'll play a basic enough rock beat for them, but it'll be at a fast tempo because the song is a fast tempo. And they'll say, Mike, I can't play that fast. I'm not able to play that fast. So it's almost like they're saying to me, I can never do that because I'm not that fast. I was born a slower drummer and I can't ever aspire to be that fast. That's not true. The truth of the matter is that speed is learned the same as everything else. And the analogy I gave to the students was, when you were born, you weren't able to cycle a bike, but now you're quite good at it. So it's the exact same with drum speed. This exercise is absolutely perfect for building up your drum speed because the semiquavers with the hands, and not just straight semiquavers on the snare like this, which you'll get bored with quickly and you'll stop doing. That movement means you're getting good at moving around the kit as well. An awful lot of drummers, they get locked into the rock beat position and they're not able to freely move because they feel a little bit tied down, and when it comes to doing a fill, they're like just moving to the same drum. So that is just one step towards being an awful lot more comfortable in the kit and being able to move freely.
Flight 209er, clear for Vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
It's one of these exercises that's just good all around. It's like vitamins for your drums. It just fortifies you and makes you better on so many fronts. So it's an exercise. I'm not saying I invented it. I'm sure this has been done 1,000 times by 1,000 different drummers. This is just my incarnation of it. So feel free to use it. Let me know if you do, how you get on with it. I'd love for someone to come back to me and show me something they've created from it, something that I haven't thought of. That would be my dream, if someone showed me in a video, hey, I took your idea and now I'm doing this with it. I would love that to happen because I'd be like, wow, I never even thought of that. So that would be it taking on its own form. I'm glad you watched the video. If you liked it, please press the like button, and please share the video with other drummer friends that you might have or on drum forums. It's great to get feedback, so anything you might have to say, just stick it in the comments down below, and I love reading those. And hopefully guys, I'll see you in the next episode.